Today we're going to talk about one of the most underrated factions in the game, the Nurgle faction led by Kugath Plaguefather. Many consider them to be the weakest faction in the game, but I believe there's a way to give them a fighting chance in the Immortal Empires campaign. So join me as we explore the strategies and tactics that will turn Kugath Plaguefather's campaign into a force to be reckoned with. Welcome to the Dragon Isles, a land renowned for its promises of wealth and gold for players in Total Warhammer 3. What if I told you there was a way to give Kugath an even better start location, granting him more power and allowing him to avoid Helmengorst entirely? Fortunately, there's a strategy that can help you achieve just that. Deep within the ruins of Nagashizzar lies a powerful Skaven faction with the trait Sentinel, a force to be reckoned with. Despite its appearance as a ruined settlement, Nagashizzar boasts a Tier 4 infrastructure providing Kugath with everything he needs to strengthen his playthrough. Whether he wishes to unleash more plagues upon his enemies or secure a stronghold to bide his time and build up his forces in the mortal plains, Nagashizzar offers an unparalleled advantage for Kugath's campaign. To get started, add your hero to Kugath's army and grab the favorite children technology. This will prove to be an invaluable asset later on. Next, select your plague cauldron and infect Kugath's army with the plague of your choice. Finally, launch an attack on the T4 spawn positioned next to Kugath, but make sure to manually fight the battle to minimize damage, particularly to your rotflies, plague toads, and chaos harpies. After the battle, set your sights on Shatterstone Isle. Nurgle recommends manually fighting this battle to minimize damage and prepare the next challenge ahead. While auto-resolve is an option, it may make the upcoming battle harder. To make this strategy work, it is crucial to invest in Kugath Plaguefather's skill tree, focusing on the yellow line to obtain Deadeye. Meanwhile, your hero should prioritize the magic portion of their skill tree to acquire Stream of Corruption. With the settlement successfully occupied, recruit 6 Nurglings, 1 Beast of Nurgle, and 1 Plague Toad of Nurgle. And if finances permit, add 2 Marauders Nurgle to prepare for the upcoming battle. Move Kugath outside the settlement and enter channeling stance as you make your way towards your final destination on the Dragon Isles, Dreadrock. Upon reaching Dreadrock, it is imperative that you manually play the battle. However, if you can, you may opt to auto-resolve. Ensure that in this battle, not a single platoon of troops is lost. Once Dreadrock is under Kugath's occupation, recruit your last 2 troops of Marauders of Nurgle if you haven't done so already, and allocate Kugath and your hero skill points as I mentioned earlier in the video. Grab Contaminating Claws on the tech tree. Bid farewell to the Dragon Isles as we set sail for a more promising future in Bitter Bay. The next 2 turns will be spent traveling to Bitter Bay. Kugath's next task is to settle in Bitter Bay to gain replenishment on the way to our final destination, Nagashizzar. After settling in Bitter Bay, summon a plague cultist with your plague of choice. Nurgle recommends Palsy. Now use this time in the settlement to replenish your troops. On the next turn, move Kugath outside the settlement and put him in channeling stance. The next few turns will be spent in channeling stance to Nagashizzar. Don't forget to send your cultist as well, as he will be used for the army on the outside of the city. However, if there is no army on the outside of the city, consider yourself one of the lucky few. On turn 10, it's time to siege Nagashizzar. Welcome to Nagashizzar, the new home of Kugath Plaguefather. This battle reveals Skaven tactics not even the Chaos Gods have seen before. Firstly, position all your units to the right side of the map in a tight formation, with Kugath, the hero, and the Beast of Nurgle slightly in front. Turn off the Fire at Will option. Your top priority is to watch out for sneaky Skaven using their ability called Menace Below. Use your Chaos Furies to scare them away. The AI will use this ability 6 times. Once the summoning is over, bring Kugath the hero and the Beast of Nurgle to the gate and have the Beast of Nurgle attack it to break it. This is when the AI will start to use their new Skaven tactics. Our next objective is to force the Skaven to break from army losses. To achieve this, we'll use a variety of tactics. Firstly, bring the Beast of Nurgle briefly inside and lure the enemy out of the gate. Then, move your army forward slightly. The AI will eventually blob up in this area and bring all the other units from the settlement except for the Plague Claw Catapult. Be patient, as the AI can take a while to fully blob up. Avoid using any magic or ammunition at this point. As you continue to battle, you will notice that fewer and fewer units are approaching your army. This is a perfect opportunity for Kugath and your hero to unleash their devastating attacks. Move Kugath to a safe distance and position him to fire into the enemy blob, targeting the middle. Meanwhile, move your hero as close to the edge as possible to unleash a constant stream of corruption upon the enemy. Once you've dealt a significant amount of damage, it's time to focus on your next target, the Plague Claw Catapult. Take out this powerful weapon we'll be utilizing the Chaos Furies. Move your Furies along the edge of the map to avoid enemy towers and aim to destroy the catapult as quickly as possible. Be sure to dodge any incoming shots and retreat the Furies as soon as the catapult is destroyed. Now our next objective is to prepare for any enemy reinforcements that may arrive. If the enemy has an army on standby, it's important to spread out your forces and be ready for what they bring. Once Kugath has used all his ammunition, move him and the hero back to allow the enemy to enter the gate. This is when the rat flies come into play, as they can pick off key targets in the now weakened enemy blob. Once the flies are out of ammunition, bring them back and let the reinforcements army fully enter the city. When the reinforcement army is now inside the settlement, move Kugath the hero and the Beast of Nurgle forward towards the gate. Use the rest of your winds of magic on the new blob, and don't forget to use the Beast of Nurgle as bait to cast better streams of corruption on the blob. This can also bait out the Hell Pit Abomination outside the gate, which is one of the Skaven's highest sources of leadership in this battle. Your next objective is to inflict as much damage as possible on the Hell Pit Abomination. Bring your Rotflies to help Kugath and the Beast of Nurgle to take it down. Welcome to the Spoils of War. With the successful siege of Nagashizzar, our armies have emerged victorious. This hard-fought battle has granted us the opportunity to claim a Tier 4 settlement, and with it, the chance to grow the best of Nurgle's buildings. As a strategic move, I suggest that we loot and occupy the settlement. This will give us access to the resources needed to construct Nurgle's more lucrative buildings and ultimately strengthen our foothold in the region. In addition to the riches, the battle has also granted us invaluable experience. Kugath and your hero have become seasoned warriors, and their skills will prove to be a formidable asset in future battles. With Nagashizzar now under our control, Kugath has a new castle decay from which to unleash Papa Nurgle's plagues upon the world.